Which of you two did, dine with me today?
I, gentle mistress.
And you're not my husband.
Nay!
It's Sidney, Shakespeare by the Sea, and you're watching Go Island on ShawTV. Hey, I'm a poet and I don't even know it. On today's show, Dan Kahn is going disc golfing in an unlikely place. And we look at how lacrosse is preparing students for life. All that and so much more on Go Island. Hello, thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. Can you guess where we are right now? Beautiful Sidney by the Sea, of course. But more importantly, we are standing in front of the bandshell, in front of the pier, where this very place will soon, Steve Duck, be transformed into Shakespeareville. What is happening here?
We will be featuring Sidney's Shakespeare by the Sea, The Bard at Beacon. Two fantastic plays, Macbeth in traditional Scottish kilt and Comedy of Errors in modern dress.
But soft, who wafts us yonder?
Aye, Antipholus. Look strange and frown. Some other mistress hath thy sweet aspects. I am not Adriana, nor thy wife.
It continues to fascinate me that something that was written 400 years ago still has a timeless effect. I laugh so hard in Comedy of Errors, and you are going to be amazed by the people that come to perform.
Yeah, because they understand how to take Shakespeare and modernize it in a way that makes it palatable. People always tell me, oh, I hate Shakespeare, I don't like the language. But you wait, my friends, and see what they have done with it. You won't even notice that it's Shakespeare outside of the fact that it's such beautiful language. But you know, one of the best parts is where it's located. What a fabulous location.
We are extremely thankful to the town of Sidney for letting us bring this production to the park by the sea. So we'll have a beautiful setting on which these people can perform, a wonderful stage. In the projection, you can hear everything, a pin drop in that stage. And everybody will be undercover, so it doesn't matter if it's too sunny, like today, or even rainy or windy. People will be comfortable.
What's going on for the kids this weekend as well?
School may be out next week, but here there will be the Stratford School for Kids. And from every morning, Saturday and Sunday morning, from 9 to noon, we'll be hosting a free theatrical classes for children between 6 and 18. But we'll also invite their parents and guardians because we know how they like to play too.
Oh, yes, we do. So much going on. If people want to find out all the details or get tickets, where do they go?
Two options. They can go online, www.tidesgroup.com, or they can call us at 250-999-2997, and that's for information and tickets.
We are going to show you a few scenes and meet a couple of the actors in just a moment. But first, did you know there's one on Pender Island? There's one on Salt Spring Island. There's one in Nanaimo. There's lots in Washington State, but here on Vancouver Island, or I should say in Victoria, we don't have any. You know what I'm talking about? Disc golf. But this weekend, there is an event happening that hopefully will attract a disc golf course. Dan Kahn with that story.
How comes it, my husband? How comes it that thou art thus estranged from thyself? Thyself, I call it, being strange to me. Do not tear away thyself from me. Here. How dearly would it touch me to the quick, shouldst thou but hear I were licentious, that this body, consecrate to thee by ruffian-lust, should be contaminate? Wouldst thou not spit at me and spurn at me and hurl the name of husband in my face, and from my harlot brow tear the stained skin, and from my false hand cut the wedding band and break it in a deep divorcing vow?
That was a scene from Comedy of Errors, part of Sidney Shakespeare by the Sea. If you want to get tickets, go online. There's matinees, there's evening performances. It's such a beautiful venue. Now, how would you like to win tickets to Rifflandia 2014? It's so simple. All you have to do is go to ShawTV's South Island Facebook page or our Twitter account, and you can find out how. Now, we are sitting by the water, enjoying the lovely, sort of lazy, hazy days of summer, but It wasn't that long ago that school was in, and we are pulling out a story from Claremont Secondary. It's all about how sports isn't just about physical activity, but about learning life skills.
He that commends me to my own content commends me to the thing I cannot get. I to the world am like a drop of water that in the ocean seeks another drop, who falling there to find his fellow forth, unseen, inquisitive, confounds himself. And so I, to find a mother and a brother, in quest of them, unhappy, lose myself.
What's it like to be part of Sidney by the Sea's Shakespeare Festival and to perform in such a beautiful setting?
Well, I've never actually done Shakespeare before until I joined this company.
Wow.
And it really turned me on, I guess, to say, oh, we're going to be by the ocean, and we're going to do it great. And then when we found out year 2, we're going to Sydney. Oh, great! Never been to Sydney, never done a show in Sydney. And then when I saw the venue, I was like, wow, this is amazing. You know, we get the clamshell. I believe we were actually the first paid performance. Like, we actually got clearance to charge admission to.
Wow.
To do and that was an honor for us. Like we're going to be the first people to do this.
Wow.
And in this setting, like, it's amazing. The clamshell, this ocean view, yeah, it's an experience.
Absolutely. It truly is for all the senses. And of course, there's so many places to come and grab a bite to eat. So come out to Sidney by the Sea, enjoy some first class live theater, and enjoy this beautiful seaside town. We have to take a very short break, but go nowhere. When we come back, we are going to show you a way that you can experience yoga and the water, and more right here in beautiful Sidney by the Sea. We have the luxury of experiencing so many activities in the great outdoors here on Vancouver Island, including live theater. We're in beautiful Sidney by the Sea. Shakespeare by the Sea is going to be happening here September 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and I'm standing next to one of the actresses here. You are in Comedy of Errors and Macbeth.
Yes.
And you're going to do a little scene from Comedy of Errors for us. Can you set the scene up?
This is near the beginning of the show. My husband hasn't returned for dinner yet, and it's very important that he's there for dinner because his family is important. And he's just not there, so I'm complaining to my sister about how there must be other beautiful things in the town for him to look at, and that's why he's not home.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah. His companions must do his minions grace, whilst I at home starve for a merry look. Hath homely age the alluring beauty took from my poor cheek? Well, then he hath wasted it. Do their gay vestments his affections bait? Well, that's not my fault, he's the master of my estate. What ruins are in me that can be found by him not ruined? Well then, he is the ground of my defeatures. My decayed fair a sunny look of his would soon repair. But too unruly dear he breaks the pale, feeds from home, poor I am but his stale.
I know, you want to get tickets, so get them. Go online, get your tickets. It is such a magical way to experience Shakespeare. And, you know, summer's not over till the 21st of September, so suck the bone marrow out of summer 2014 because it's been so lovely. And this is a great way of doing it. We have to take a very quick break, but go nowhere. It's beautiful, it's full of really nice people, and on September 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, it is going to come to life. We're talking about Sidney by the Sea and Shakespeare by the Sea. Mr. Light,
yes.
My shining light,
yes.
The director of these Shakespeare productions. Remind everyone what's going to be happening here in beautiful Sidney by the Sea.
You're going to laugh, you're going to cry. We have Macbeth for the laughter and Comedy of Errors for the tragedy. No, it's the other way around. It's gotta rock. No, Shakespeare hasn't written a hit in years, and yet he's still so popular. You got 400-year-old jokes you laugh at, and ladies, we have men in kilts doing Macbeth, so you've got to come and see that. We have swords, we have sandals, and all those wonderful things by the sea. Death, mayhem, war, and that's the comedy. So you got to come and see it.
Hi, I am possessed with an adulterate blood. My blood is mingled with the crimes of lust, for if we two be one and thou playest false, I do digest the poison of thy flesh, being strumpeted by thy contagion. Keep then far league and truce with thy true bed. I live unstained, thou undishonored.
It's such a wonderful way to keep summer going because, you know, summer does not end until the 21st of September. If people want to find out more information, where do they go, sir?
Well, they can go to the Bardon Beacon, to that website, and they'll find out all the information that we need. We'll be running at 7 o'clock in the evenings, and then we have the 2 o'clock matinee on Saturday and the 2 o'clock matinee on Sunday for people who just love to sleep in.
Absolutely. The other wonderful thing is on Saturday and Sunday, there'll be activities at a little acting school for the kids. So come, bring the family. Really wonderful way to spend a weekend. We look forward to seeing you all right here in beautiful Sidney by the Sea.
Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir, casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.